Chairman yields back. I'll now go to Mr. Pence from Indiana. 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Duncan, Ranking Member DeGette, and thank you, the witnesses, for being here today. The Biden administration's ban on exports of LNG is another misguided decision to add to their disastrous and anti-American energy track record. By banning further LNG exports, this administration is making it clear that they favor radical environmentalists over Hoosiers and all Americans. American LNG exports are critical to our nation's energy security, and this decision plainly shows that President Biden and his administration lacks a competent understanding of global energy markets. This action could severely impact necessary investment into natural gas infrastructure over the next decade and beyond. Businesses need certainty that they can produce, distribute, and sell their products. In the 3 years since Biden took office, this administration has made it more difficult to produce energy, nearly impossible to distribute, and now have taken steps to ban the sale of American products abroad. Unfortunately, decisions affecting natural gas production and distribution affect long-term investments that could take years to be fully realized, and this is in an industry that's spent over 100 years delivering energy where it needs to be, when it needs to be, and in an affordable way. Mr. Rice, my question is for you. I spent my career distributing petroleum products across the country. As you well know, the gas supplies underneath your feet in Marcellus are only worth your ability to deliver it to end users and monetize that. Your testimony talks about the infrastructure inefficiencies that are borne onto the consumer. How have decisions by this administration, including efforts to ban LNG exports, impacted investment in the distribution chain, and how does that affect the consumer?
To have an environment where over, I'd say almost 10% of the pipeline capacity of projects would be canceled, to have an environment where it requires an act of Congress to get a pipeline built, ask yourself, which pipeline company is actually, what is it going to take to actually step out and invest in another project? It's going to take a whole heck of a lot. And so it's been absolutely chilling. And unfortunately, the approach if we're taking that same approach with infrastructure in the form of LNG, it's going to have the same end result. And it's going to be unnecessarily high energy costs, and it's going to be a lost opportunity for our communities in this country.
And the delay is going to be costly for your company, and you're just going to have to get your investment back. Is that correct?
That's correct, and that means that we're not going to be able to share this amazing decarbonizing resource that we have, that we are blessed with the world. And what that means is that the world is going to continue to use more coal, emissions are going to continue to skyrocket, and we're going to sit here maybe happy that we stopped energy infrastructure in this country, but we have done nothing to meet our objective to lower global emissions. We have done nothing to provide energy security to the world and Americans as long as we don't get smart about getting back to building things in this country.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rice. I'm going to yield the balance of my time to Mr. Armstrong.